Hey you guys, so I just wanted to come on here and to do a quick chat with Queen video. This video request is coming from Davina. She sent this request in with the topic of how to love your family from afar. And I can definitely resonate with that simply because me and my family are long distance anyways. If you guys don't know, I live here in Pensacola, Florida, and my mom's side of the family, I should say, lives down in Central Florida and up along the East Coast. And my dad's side of the family, which I haven't seen in a minute, lives on the West Coast. So no one really lives in the central part of the United States. Everyone's either on the West or East Coast or along the southern parts of the United States. And for me, I have had to learn how to love family from afar simply because, again, of where I'm located, but also too because of just naturally because of my personality as well as my particular lifestyle. Because do know that I identify, I guess, as being gay or as whatever people want to call it. I just call it love. Yeah, because me and my girlfriend, we've been together for going on 9 years now, and it's not always easy trying to be around a family that may be I guess traditional or maybe sometimes opinionated or just may not have the best interest or may not give you the love and support that you may be, looking for or would expect from your family. And that can be tough. And I find that, sometimes loving someone from a distance is the best way to love someone because sometimes being around that person sometimes may bring out the worst in you and vice versa. And sometimes it's just not that time in the moment to actually be able to, sit down with that loved one, have that conversation, as to why you guys may not be able to connect or why you guys may to always seem at odds. And that can be hard. I know for me it has been sometimes over the years because some of my family members just, do not, agree with my lifestyle or they just simply may just don't feel the need to want to reach out to me. And I am absolutely fine with that because I am the type of person where I know who I am. I've always known who I am. And I am proud and I am strong in standing in who I am. So for me, it's all I feel about really owning who you are and really and genuinely loving yourself. Because when it comes to family, it could feel like they don't love you, and sometimes it can be like that. And it's unfortunate, but the best thing for you to do is to not get lost in it, to not get so consumed with the idea that at the moment, in this present time, that you cannot have that relationship that you may want to have. So, I suggest that, you love them from a distance, you don't completely just cut them off. Again, it all depends on your particular situation. But for me, I don't cut my loved ones off. I just simply handle them with a long handled spoon. And you have to know the person, if you know some things they may not necessarily agree with, then you just have to accept that. And you have to think too that some things in your life you may not necessarily accept, and whether it be in their particular lifestyle or someone else's, we all have free will. So I don't feel like for me personally, that is a burden that I have to carry because, again, I feel like we're adults. And if you want to genuinely have a relationship with me, then eventually when you get out of your emotions, out of your feelings, you will, reach out to me because I feel if you have been reaching out to that loved one and they may not necessarily want to form that relationship with you, or they just may not want to talk about the differences that you may have, then that just may be something that you just may have to accept. And again, it could be in that present moment, but at times that can be hard, but the best thing you can do is love someone from a distance. If they don't want you in their life, or if you feel like you guys just cannot get along, then yeah, don't just disown them. Just love them from a distance. Pray for them. Just send them a message every now and again. Hey, thought about you. Want to keep you in my prayers. Things of that nature. It's easy and simple ways to love people from afar. And sometimes it's just the best way to be. It's just to love a loved one from afar. And that can even be friends. It can be associates. It can just be whomever in your life you may consider family. But for me personally, I know who I am, and I know at the end of the day that my love and my heart is genuine and pure. And if that other person cannot see that, then that's unfortunate for them. Again, we're not going to always agree, but I'll just have to send my love to you just from prayer, just from just carrying you in my heart, in my mind, in my spirit, and to just love you that way because Love is a form of energy, it is a frequency, and it is an exchange, and it is a give and take. And so don't get so caught up in that, don't lose yourself in someone who may not want to give you the time of day. And just know that it's all going to be all right. And when the time comes, it will be the time that you guys can sit down to talk and to be able to make that connection and to, pick up from where you left off or to start fresh. Sometimes it's just best to start fresh, to have the topic, to have the conversation, work through it and then start fresh. Sometimes we all have to hit that reset button when it comes to friends, family, co-workers, whomever you might have in your life. So I hope that helped someone today. Davina, I hope that helped you out too, love. I hope you don't mind me putting you out there. But I feel like, again, us as human beings, as people, and also to spiritual entities, that, we are all connected. We are all one, and that we all experience a lot of similarities, whether we may believe it or not. So don't ever feel like that you are alone. It's okay to feel like how you feel, but just be encouraged and just know that when the time comes, that family member will come right around, or that friend or that lover or whomever, and it will work out if it is meant to be. But just send them love. Just send them love. Just pray for them, and and just be there for them, and it may not be in a monetary format, but just be there for them as a family member, as that sister, that brother, that aunt, that uncle, that cousin, whatever your title may be, just carry them in your heart and just send them love their way. Even if you call them and they don't answer, that's okay. They saw that you called them. Leave them the voicemail if you feel prompted to do so. And if not, just simply send them a prayer and just send them love. And that's the greatest thing that you can do. Okay, you guys? So I hope this encourages